That guy on Jeopardy won again last night. That's 17 in a row, Matt Amodio, and he just became the third biggest winner ever on Jeopardy, only behind Ken Jennings and James Holzhauer. Now, he's a long way from their total. He's at $547,600, only behind the other two. And he's done it through 4 different hosts, including Joe Buck, who wraps up his, I believe Joe's last night is tonight. Joe called the Field of Dreams game last night in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have more thoughts on this later.
Yeah, it was funny. He was on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You could flip back and forth, which I did.
I'll tell you this, though. I didn't watch the Field of Dreams game. Okay, I did not. That was.
You have thoughts?
I do have a lot of thoughts on it.
Should be good.
Now, the Yankees played the White Sox last night. The White Sox won the game 9-8 on a walk-off home run in the cornfield in Iowa, right on the same spot where they shot, across the cornfield from where they shot Field of Dreams. The movie I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But anybody who says one bad word about what was done last night is just a hater and just has no soul. I mean, there's no way you could watch a minute of that. I saw the highlights, and I thought, this is poetry. Look at this. This is poetry.
This rarely happens.
Yeah.
Rarely happens.
Yeah.
But I did not see one negative thing on social media about it.
How can anyone? You know what? When B.B. Shea.
There's only one possible way.
There's only one possible
one fly
person.
in this ointment.
Yeah, there's one possible way, one possible person.
Johnny Contrarian.
Oh, B.B. Shea, who prefers Joan Cusack to John Cusack. I want that on the record. And he's coming in to do his rap today in garbage
He
time.
probably prefers RC to Coke and Pepsi.
That's right.
I'm an RC man.
That's right.
Or a check call. He's always against the grain.
Yeah.
Always against the grain. And he's a Yankees fan, and they lost the game. If he comes in here today and says, what a waste of time, I will slap him.
I watched all of it.
Did you?
And it was everything. The pregame was great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Costner coming. They had him walk through the corner. I know we're getting into it later, but beautiful. Every part of it. The game ended up being exactly what they wanted.
Incredible.
Home runs.
Hopefully no one took our advice yesterday, and I can't remember who said emphatically, it's on ESPN.
I said,
Yeah.
I want to apologize. If you missed it, that's on me. Dave said, is it on ESPN? I said, of course it's on ESPN.
Yes,
Who
they're
else would have?
promoting it.
Yes, obviously it's on ESPN. That's a Fox product. Fox did that last night with Joe Buck calling. That was on me. I told everyone in the sound of my voice, turn on ESPN.
I hope there's no one out there saying, I tried to find it. My favorite DJ said it was on ESPN.
ESPN. I had it over on ESPN. That was on Fox.
Yeah. Oh, God, what is this, Summer League?
Yeah. Yeah. You got caught up in that Warriors-Wizards game on Summer League last night. Maybe that's on you. Listen, I wasn't even prepared to get into it yet. We have audio. We have clips from the movie. We have Kevin Costner. We have the walk-off home run. I'm not even ready to give all my thoughts on it
This
yet.
is just the pregame.
This is pregame. But Rick wants to comment on Field of Dreams and the game last night. Go ahead, Rick.
So I've run the bases twice in Dyersville. I've ridden my bicycle 13 times across Iowa.
What? You've ridden your bicycle across Iowa 13 times.
Correct.
They have that. They do that every year, right? That ride across, bike ride across.
Well, they do. I know they do a ride across Indiana. My friend does that. You know, Dustin, who you call Fonzie. It's Rain right across Indiana. I guess they do Iowa also. Have you done other states as well?
Yeah.
Rick?
No, just I've done Georgia, but I've done RagPride, which is the granddaddy since '73, I believe.
Yeah.
So I've done it 13 times.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
So was it a surreal feeling to run those bases in the cornfield?
Well, if you're not familiar with the movie, I mean, it's a baseball field in a cornfield. I mean, it's the middle of nowhere, Iowa. But yeah, if you've seen the movie, it's kind of like going through any other place it's been portrayed, kind of like going to Tombstone or other places like that.
When you're there to run the bases, do you have to wait your turn?
Well, it depends on how many. There's 10,000 cyclists, so it depends on. It's kind of an ebb and flow thing. So if like 300 people show up at one time, you've got to wait in line. But
I only asked that because when Beth and I were in London about 5 years ago, I wanted to cross Abbey Road. She wanted to get my picture of me crossing at Abbey Road Studios. It's right across the street. and there's 1,000 people there.
They're waiting to do it.
And it's a busy street.
Right. It's a real street.
It's a working, busy street.
Yeah.
So it's, you have to kind of wait your turn.
Are you a huge fan of the movie, Rick?
I've seen it a couple times. I'm not a big Costner fan.
Thank you. The movie's not very good.
You don't like. That's what I love about this. Is
say he's not a Costner fan. You let that stand?
I am a Costner fan. I don't like that movie. I find that movie hokey and just. I'm not a person who likes those kinds of movies. It's too fanciful. I didn't get into it at all.
I think it says a lot about you.
It really does.
Thank you, Rick.
Especially I prefer virginal teenagers getting slashed.
Oh, God. Give me a Friday the 13th all day. You give me somebody.
Or non-virginal, really.
You're the guy that wants him to sell the farm.
Oh, God. I'm Busfield. I'm Timothy Busfield. Christ, sell the farm, Ray.
And then what happens is at the end, spoiler alert, you'll suddenly see things. You'll be like, you shouldn't sell this farm, Ray.
But I don't do that. I know. I never. I was always on Tim Busfield's team. Because he's the brother of Kevin Costner's wife. Kevin Costner plows over his whole cornfield to make a baseball stadium because a voice in the sky tells him to. What you do is haul him away and say, "Are you an idiot?" Of course, we're not doing that. And that's what Timothy Busfield says. And I was like he would do that in the theater, and I'd be like, yeah. Everybody around.
Is that James Earl Jones in the stands? What's? Oh God,
awful.
It's baseball, Ray.
Yeah, terrible. Frank, you're talking about Field of Dreams and the game last night. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought it was great, but there was no seventh inning stretch. No peanuts, no Cracker Jack. I mean, all the hoopla they had going on, I was expecting a really neat seventh inning stretch.
I didn't see that.
They just kind of glanced over.
Oh, they should have done
didn't
that.
Sing?
We didn't see it.
They should have sung "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Yeah,
I'm sure they did in the stands, don't you think?
I'm sure.
Maybe it was commercial, and they did it during the commercial.
They kind of did some of those commercials where they'd keep the game going.
Okay.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. Listen, those are not even my thoughts. These are not even my thoughts.
These are just pre-thoughts.
These are pre-thoughts.